We've got a good and certainly very varied selection for you, Hannah. Now, if I said this to you, pretty good, what would you think?
That you'd gone mad?
Yes. Or you might think, hello, that's Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm. And you'd be right. And it's coming back for the very last time, I'm sorry to say, on Sky Comedy and Now TV. It returned on Monday, the 5th of February. And here is a clip.
Pretty cute.
I gotta be me.
That's what happens when people have sex. They say, I love you. You're very special.
People talk like that?
Yeah.
Men do that?
Well, this is one of my all-time favourite comedy shows. Let's get that out there, first of all. 24 years it's been going. It's created by and stars Larry David, who, of course, is the co-creator of The Great Seinfeld, all of which is available to binge on Netflix, in case you hadn't noticed. So he plays himself, a version of himself, and it's just about his sort of daily life in LA. It's got a lot of his mates guest star in it, a lot of celebrities play themselves in it over the years, and it's really about him kind of getting into scrapes, getting very annoyed by sort of social situations. That's it, really. I mean, it's like they said Seinfeld was they called it famously the show about nothing. And this is just about Larry going about his daily life and just getting really annoyed by things and getting into just terrible situations. There's a lot of embarrassing, sort of socially awkward situations because of his insistence on sticking to his guns on certain things. So anyway, if you haven't watched it, you should definitely take a look, because I think it's a superb comedy. So we're returning, alas, for the final time. It's the 12th and final series. He's 76 now, Larry David. He's looking pretty good. And so as we return, now I've missed a few series, I must admit, so I wasn't familiar with what was happening as we return. So in episode 1, he's been invited to the birthday party of a rich businessman in Atlanta, and he has created this show called Young Larry. And for reasons that I won't go into, he was forced to cast this particular actress in it. And she's very annoying, and she's become a big star. He goes to this birthday party, and yes, things, of course, inevitably things go wrong. And even though he's been told he must be cordial is the key in order to get his appearance fee, naturally, things start to unravel pretty quickly. So you've got another sprinkling of celebs this time around. You've got Conan O'Brien, you've got Sienna Miller, Steve Buscemi, Tracy Ullman, of course, is she's in it. She plays Larry's current girlfriend. She's very funny. Although I am a massive Curb fan, what I will say is perhaps it's time for it to go, because I did find episode 1, it was quite shouty, and like the first sort of set piece was Larry having a sort of screaming fit because Siri in his car won't understand where he wants to go to. I mean, I don't think that's particularly groundbreaking, but there is some good stuff in there. So yeah, I shall be sorry to see it go. I have absolutely loved it. Go back and watch it. There's so much good stuff in the previous series. But yeah, perhaps its time has come. Hannah, are you a Curb fan?
It's funny, isn't it? Because it's just quite grumpy. And when you kind of read interviews with him, he talks about why it's coming to an end and how he has to go back to being the real him and the nice, kind, patient person that he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He's playing himself. I think it's good to go on high, isn't it? I mean, we'll all miss it, and it is very, very funny. And it's testament to how good it is to get the big names that he's getting on the show. It's just very, very funny, like you say, and there's not much else on the TV like it, which is, again, I suppose why it's quite niche and it's done so well. But yeah, it's come to an end, and I think it's probably good to bow out on a high.